Hey, welcome to Facts of Five. I'm Michael Clark. I'm here at the LTV studios in Wayne-Scott with my good friend Morgan Vaughan. Say hello, Morgan.
Hello, Morgan.
How are you today?
I'm freezing.
Freezing. Yes, it is. It is
And
Friday.
I'm trying to look like my emoji. This is like life is imitating art is imitating life now.
Something like that.
I don't know. Whatever.
But we're here.
Freezing out. It's like minus a gazillion is what I heard.
Yes.
And yeah. That's what they said. And there might be a microchip in the cloud that started that.
Well, we're going to talk a little bit about that today on Friday, January the 29th, 2021. And one of the reasons why we started Facts at Five, you will remember, Morgan, is that there's a lot of misinformation out there, right? So, and yet here it goes again with the vaccine, right? When maybe possibly we can clear up some of the things, or maybe you can. You know what? We need to give you a title, like they do on CNN. Do you ever notice that, like, everybody's the chief something? You can be the
disinformation mitigator.
Yes, everybody's the chief something, regardless. It could be the custodian or the person working in the kitchen. They're the chief cook and bottle washer.
Right.
But anyway, you can be the chief medical expert on our show here today.
Chief
and I'm going
to debunker.
Chief. Okay, there you go. Right. And
yeah.
So I'm going to talk. I'm going to talk about what the myth is, and then you can give me the information, because I know you did some research and came up with a little bit of information from Johns Hopkins.
There's a lot of stuff out there. There's a lot of truth out there.
Yes. You need to search it out.
The truth is not nearly as interesting as what people are making up.
Yeah, it's definitely more fun to. It's definitely more fun to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the first one is that COVID-19, the vaccine, can affect women's fertility. Now, do you know anything about this, Chief Debunker?
Well, this is actually from Johns Hopkins.
Right.
So I am not, the source of this. But COVID-19 vaccine will not affect fertility. The truth is that the COVID-19 vaccine encourages the body to create copies of the spike protein found on the coronavirus's surface. This teaches the body's immune system to fight the virus that has the specific spike protein on it. And then apparently confusion arose when a false report surfaced on social media. Oh my God, is that how that happened? Saying that the spike protein on the coronavirus was the same as another spike protein, whatever. Let's not even talk about what the false reports. The fact is, it will not affect your fertility. That would be like if, I don't know. I mean, I can't even, like, if the measles virus, the measles vaccine, it doesn't have anything to do with it. And everybody knows by now, hopefully, the coronavirus is called the coronavirus because it's corona means crown. And it looks like it has a crown around the virus. And those little protein spikes is what the vaccine that is specific for those things, for those protein spikes, will attach to.
Right.
It won't attach to your ovaries.
Now, COVID-19 itself, though, can impact a pregnancy. That's true, right? So that, Johns Hopkins, as you were saying, they encourage women to reach out to their medical providers to discuss other questions about COVID-19, and if they do have it, that it could there is possibility of impact on fertility and pregnancy.
Well, and you know what? This brings me to the point of this whole thing, which is that it's really a personal choice.
Yeah.
It's not about what Johns Hopkins says. I mean, you want to get the best information you can, but if you're pregnant and you don't feel comfortable because of your past reactions to vaccines, don't get the vaccine.
Right.
You know what I mean? After you do your research, it's that simple. And if you're concerned about getting COVID-19 because you're pregnant and you have asthma, maybe. I mean, so it really is personal, and you really have to be a grown-up and do your own research about it.
Now, if you've already had COVID-19 and you recovered, which many, many, many people have, so a lot of people are feeling that they don't need the vaccine. What do the experts think about that?
Well, the Johns Hopkins experts think that people who have gotten sick with COVID-19 may still benefit from getting vaccinated, because what the vaccine is meant to do, it isn't meant to make it so that you absolutely don't get the virus. It's meant so that it isn't as severe if you do get the virus.
Right.
But there's not enough information currently available to say if or for how long people are protected from getting COVID-19 after they had it, which is natural immunity. And so, you probably, I think you should get the vaccine if you want it.
Right.
It just further protects you from getting something. And again, this is about if you're going to get, because some people apparently you can get COVID-19 and be okay, and then you can get COVID-19 and be super duper sick,
right,
and die.
A lot of people feel that when they get the vaccine, they can stop wearing their mask. Actually, I thought about this too. Like, do I still need the mask then after I get the vaccine?
Well, isn't the mask more about, so the vaccine won't mean that you're not infected. It'll mean that your body isn't as, won't get as sick. But that doesn't mean that your friends' bodies won't get as sick.
Right.
So I could be vaccinated, have the virus, and pass it to you, even though I'm not sick, as we've talked about from the beginning. So the conventional wisdom is, and what they're saying is that until there is a herd immunity, which might not be till the end of the summer, we need to continue practicing the safe guidelines.
Right. Absolutely.
Masks, distance, etc.
And one of my favorites. Well, there's a lot of favorites on the nets, but I love the one where and I'm sorry if you're out there and you believe this, but it's proven that this one is not true. That they're planting little things within your body to track you. The government is doing that.
Yeah.
Like when you get the vaccine, you're going to have a GPS tracking device, and they can track whether or not you've gotten the vaccine. They can track where you were. Let me tell you, people, we're not that smart. They don't. If we were that smart, there would not be COVID-19 at this degree in the first place. Think about it. Come on, reality. We do not have the capability of doing that, and that's been proven time and time again. Of course, I'm sure we'll get some letters and phone calls about that, but sorry, that's been disproven.
This particular one is particularly funny to me because everybody's talking about it on their social media platform, which is completely tracked, and they know everything about you, including what you just searched, what you just did. They don't need to put a little chip in you. They don't need it.
They already know, yeah.
They already know if they want to, and quite frankly, they don't.
No.
Nobody's that curious. I love how everybody's so interesting. They're just like, the government's after me. Really? Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Oh, good. Mike's in the bathroom now, and then he's heading to the kitchen. Why?
But this one is particularly egregious too, because apparently, so what the real issue is this was a video, and we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, or even last week. The power of video. We can make anything look like anything. And so what somebody did around December 9th was they took a video from reputable sources and sort of manipulated it so that it said something that it wasn't supposed to say. They're talking about how each vial, you know how when you go and get your blood drawn, they put a scan on that says that this is Michael's blood?
Yes.
And they don't mix it with Morgan's blood because I don't want to know that I'm, you don't want to know that you're menopausal, and I don't want to know about you.
I am, actually. My wife will swear that.
So that's the same exact thing. So these vials have a scan on them. So that, and here's another reason why. Say that there happens to be a bad batch. So then so all of a sudden we find out that this vial, Morgan, Michael, and Jason got super sick. Oh, look, it's this vial because it's scanned. But the scan is on the outside. It's a scan thingy. It's not a chip inside that's going to go into your body. You'd have to be, maybe a bit narcissistic to think that everybody, nobody wants to know. So anyway, that's not happening.
Right.
And I'll post this. It's a really good rebuttal from Reuters about this particular one. Where it really goes through all of the things that are wrong about this video, including the names that are wrong and the places that are wrong, and so I'll post that. It's a good one.
Did the video mention anything about Elvis still being alive?
Here's bad. We're sort of making fun of people, but
we're not.
You gotta think about, I don't know. I always go back to event planning, and we've talked about this before. I mean, you try to plan an event for 50 people, and you get 3. I mean, how could you possibly be doing all the stuff they're saying? I don't understand.
I just,
and nobody's going to tell? What?
Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. I look around and I notice people daily, including myself, and, realize how dumb we are. And then for us to come out with something that can do all of these magical things is just absolutely incredible to me. It's like it was written by Disney.
Think about reply all and how many reply alls you've gotten in your lifetime that were like, oh crap, I didn't mean to send that. Like, do you have the chip done with the vaccine? Reply all. Oh crap. I mean, that was all it would take. Anyway, I have a question for you.
Okay.
All right. So if you get bitten by a genetically modified super spider, are you going to have Spidey-based superpowers when you wake up?
I don't know. All I can tell you is that my Spidey senses are tingling right now. Just hearing you say that, it could be.
I was definitely. I looked up and because this is the thing. These are myths.
Yeah.
That's what they're called, myths. They're superpower myths. They're about Hercules and the Hulk. I looked at the Hulk. The reason the Hulk is so mad is because he's menopausal.
It's true.
Because he was exposed to heavy doses of gamma radiation, and that's why he turns into the Hulk.
Right.
But these are all the myths that we tell each other, and this is what this whole thing is. It's really interesting in a way.
Well, for one, I believe that the Hulk is Elvis. That's where he went. Okay. Well, we got to go. We have
one more question about the Hulk. Sorry.
Okay.
How come when he gets mad, his pants fall off?
I don't know.
That happens to me. I know it happens to you.
Yeah. Honey, it doesn't. Honey, if you're watching, it doesn't. All right. Well, we got Peter Van Scoyoc coming up. It is good. We'll pick up on a few more of these and try to debunk these from our chief debunker, Morgan Vaughan. Thank you very much, folks, and please stay tuned to watch a little bit of an interview with Peter Van Scoyoc. Have a good day.